Hi, welcome back to my art studio. I am continuing to work on Junk Journal January 2024, and this is day 21. The prompt is peeking out. And sorry, that's my shadow on there. I am standing at my craft table because I have a big piece of paper. What I have done is taken a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I have cut another piece that is about 4 inches wide. So that gives me 16 inches because my journal for Junk Journal January has like 4-inch pages, okay? And what I'm doing with this piece of paper is making a zine, and I needed my finished zine to be no more than 4 inches wide. And even though I'm an English teacher, 16 divided by 4 is 4. So I should have exactly what will fit in my journal. And if not, that's why I got my scissors. Okay, so if you've never made a zine, there are a lot of videos. I don't remember the first time that I saw this or who, so I apologize to the creator for not giving you credit, but this is a really fun thing to do. And what you're going to do is you're going to fold your paper in half, and one of the things that's really important is that you start in the middle and then you work your way out. And I can't find my bone folder, so I'm going to use the back of this ruler. It's really good to crease it really well. And see, that is not even, and I just creased the crud out of this thing. I'll do it again. Let's look on the other side. No, now it's off down there. Okay, well that is probably because I attached a piece of paper and it's not square, okay? We can fix that with scissors. So I folded it, and now I'm gonna fold it again, okay? And if you're a teacher and you work with little kids, this is the hot dog fold, because this is where you put your hot dog on the bun, okay? So I did the hot dog fold, which is the skinny fold. So I have done that. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open it up. I haven't opened it all the way up, but I'm gonna do the hamburger fold. Because see, I make my hamburger patty. You can put your hamburger in there. So this is the short way. There we go. I'm going to crease it. I recommend that you crease it because it will help. All right. Now, this is where you could be nervous the first time, okay? But it's only paper, first of all. And second, you know, if you screw up, you have some really great paper to add to your collage pile, okay? So what I have done, I guess I should open the whole thing. So here's my whole paper, okay? And I've taken, there's the whole paper. And I've taken the 2 short sides together. And now I'm gonna find the fold, okay? So this side by my tummy is the fold. And I am going to take my scissors and I am going to cut on this fold all the way to the next fold. Okay, and then I'm going to stop. And now, here's the magic, right? I'm going to turn it this way because I want this fabric, or this, not fabric, this paper design to be on the outside. Now, if you turn yours the other way, it's okay. You just bend it a different way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these 2 and I'm going to lift up and push them together. You can see where we're going, right? Isn't it exciting? This is the moment. See how this one's a little different because I folded it a different way? But it's okay because now I'm just going to start to push these together, and I'm going to start to fold. And it's a little wonky, but I'm okay with it. Okay, not bad, right? Not bad. So here we go. Now I have my zine. And what this gives me is 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. And most importantly, I've got some tops that are open here. And so we're talking about peeking out. And what I'm going to do, I've already stamped these, okay? And I've already fussy cut them. And I have to decide who I'm going to use. So these are from Dyane Reaveley's Couture stamps. And these are the guys. And these are the girls. And, you know, this reminds me of like West Side Story. So remember I said I was an English teacher. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these people peeking out. And these guys are pretty tall. So this opens, obviously, so you can't see my guy's head. So, and the other thing that I'm also going to tell you is, because I decided I wanted my girls in here, see how wide this is? I had to make sure that their pretty dresses would fit. So I'm going to put the girl in here. And you can't see it, but here's where my girl is. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'll put her on the outside here. I want her head sticking out, right? Which I guess could be about right here. And I'm actually, I'll be good. I'll draw a line. I'm gonna draw a line. And I'm just gonna cut it. Now this won't hurt anything else that we've done in the book. Okay. Because we got pockets. Now we do have 2 openings down here, so my people will potentially slide out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm paying attention to where those openings are. Here and here, and I'm gonna take my double-sided tape. I gotta put it right here. I gotta hold it with my thumb on it so that I don't tape the wrong thing. See? Okay, I'm gonna put some double-sided tape right here. So that my girl won't slide out the bottom. She's gonna go like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna put double-sided tape here because I think this is right. And if it's wrong, we'll just improvise. I got more paper. Okay, now, yep, okay. I'm gonna fold and press. And I pulled it up. Okay, now we have to deal with this. We have this side that's open. So you could glue it. You could glue it, but this week, double-sided tape is my favorite supply. I think we'll just call it supply of the week. We'll pick one next week, and I'll use it in everything that I do. Supply of the week. Here we go. Oops, it's good if you get the sticky side down. Okay. Okay, here we go. So now what I have done is I've sealed the bottom here, And I have pockets for these. And see how she's sticking out? We're going to address their heads in a bit. Okay, so there we go. All right, now what I'm going to do, I have these, this is also a Ranger product from Dyane Reaveley, Dylusions. These are from her diaries. They're all kinds of fun stickers. We're going to use these so that we can decorate. But one of the pages has a cat and a bird and a fish. And I'm gonna tear out these 2 pages to make it easier. Okay, and what I have decided, I'm gonna come back later and color these. I have 4 openings. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at these 3 dresses and decide which one I would wear. I think I would wear this dress. So I'm going to go with these 3 guys and me, okay? And I have to have my mother watch this video, okay? Because I'm going to tell you a story while I pick out a head. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this guy's head on here. So I'm going to do a little bit of cutting while I talk. Here, we'll see how close we can get. My freshman year of high school, you could go to the prom as a freshman if you were invited by a senior. And I didn't have, okay, so I didn't have a serious boyfriend at the time. Let me tell you what I did here. I pulled back the sticker and I'm just sandwiching him like that. And now he's got a head. And now he's peeking out. Okay, so, all right. You could go to the prom and there were 2 different guys that I had talked to that kind of hinted that they might be asking me to the prom. And to make the story go a little faster, what ended up happening was I said to my mom, Mom, what am I going to do? Because, you know, I just heard that they might both be over here in a few minutes to ask me to the prom. And my mother, who in our town, in the, like, you know, equivalent of like the Miss USA pageant for our city, my mother was Miss Congeniality. And so my mother has manners and she is also a rule follower, all that good stuff. So she says to me, well, I think that you have to go with the first one that asks, because that would be the best thing. So here I am, like, you know, hoping that the one that shows up first, right, is the one that I really want to go with. And I'm waiting, and, you know, we had a couch in front of the picture window, and we're kind of watching out the window. And one of them shows up. And it wasn't really the one that I wanted, but it was someone that was a very nice guy who I was actually in a club with, and he was the president and I was the vice president, and he was a nice guy. And he had a girlfriend, and he had just broken up with his girlfriend, and he was a senior, and he really wanted to go to prom. And I said, okay, we'll go to prom. Okay, so he shows up, I say yes because he's first. My mother makes me this beautiful dress because my mother sews. I go to prom with him. Now, the day of prom, right? I've got my beautiful dress. My mom and dad are there because it's the first time that I've ever gone to prom. And he pulls up in this old, sort of starting to rust Bronco. And when he opens the door on my side, Burger King garbage falls out. My father worked in the car business, and my father looked at my mother and said, "Oh my goodness, I would have gotten them a car." But it was okay. It was my first prom. I had my beautiful dress. He got me some really pretty flowers. And I hop up into this Bronco, right? And I go, and I'm excited, and I'm there, and all my friends are there, and I'm dancing, and we're having fun. We had our pictures taken. And about 45 minutes into the night, I see one of the girls that we went to high school with, and she's crying. And then the next thing I see is my date dancing with her. And then the next thing, they leave together. So the good news is I didn't have to ride home in the Bronco. I rode home with some friends. And the next morning when he called me to ask if I was ready to go with all of his friends for the day after event to an amusement park, I told him to call the girl that he left the prom with and see if she was free. So the other thing that happened is I had a friend that went to another school, and he had broken up with his girlfriend after he'd already bought prom tickets. So he asked me to go to his prom. So I went to 2 proms my freshman year. So that's why I got 3 guys here. It was very exciting. 3 guys. Okay. Look at her. Okay. So now she's here. This guy's here. And this guy is here. And I can even like kind of scoot them over so that you could see all of them. And there they are. And there she is. Okay, so let's do some decorating. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I saw one of these. Oh yeah, this, well, because we're talking about love, I think we definitely need a heart. Right here. This is cool. Oops. All right, let's look at some words. If you are familiar with Dyane Reaveley, you know that she has some funny sayings. I'm going to use this one. Look at this. Seriously? Folding got a little off. Okay, let's see what other words we have. Oh, here. This one. This is very good. I'm going to grab this circle. Hell no. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. This says, remember. Going in a time machine here, 1984. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Now, I can do some other decorating later, but that was kind of fun. And I actually might even slide some pictures in here or write some fun little notes. All right, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get my double stick tape out again. Because what else would we use? Okay, and I'm going to stick this to this page. Pushing it down, and then got to get it down, and then when you get the edge up, tonight it's like, no, I'm not coming off there. Fold it in half, fold it in half. Or you could do a third or a quarter or whatever you want, but I do have. Yeah. That one was easy. It said, okay, I'm gonna have to come whether I want to or not. And then now we have these things sticking up that allow us to slide this around. I'm putting it on the outside edge of the page and all the way down toward the bottom so that it doesn't push in on the fold. And then I'm going to pull that and push that down. Oh, that one broke. It broke off. That was the one that said, I don't want to do this. There we go. That one. Lift up their heads. Push it down. This one. Push it down. And now this is stuck. Okay, totally stuck. And I will come back later and I'll color and do some doodling. And then at the end, I will do a final flip through of all of this. And I'll show you what I did, if I did anything. Unless life gets in the way. You know how that is. But I can do some coloring on them. Peeking out. day 21. This was fun. I feel some sticky tape on the edge of this. I'm going to tell you, I have a zine that I made. We were going on a trip to see my son in Colorado, and I took some art supplies because I decided that I wanted to be creative, and I have travel art supplies and travel watercolors. But what I did was I made a zine, and I used the brown craft paper that I work on my table. I don't have it here. I have another art table where I paint and I get even messier. And I used this 2 by like 4 or 4.5 foot piece of craft paper with all of the splatters and stamps and everything all over it. And I folded it into a zine, and I took it on our 10-day trip, and I journaled and painted and did a whole bunch of things in that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to link the zine from that trip, made out of my paper from my table that most people would just throw away. We're going to link that video below. So I hope that if you've enjoyed this one, that you will also watch that one. And if you learned something, please like or subscribe. And if you had the prom date from hell, let me know. I would love to know if you had the prom date from hell, because I know I am not the only one. So everybody have a great night. Thanks for watching. Okay, I started to do a little doodling and a little coloring, and I thought I'd show you where I was at with this. I'm not finished, but I colored the girl. So there she is. And I gave this guy some pants and some glittery teeth. So I did just a little doodling here. I don't think I did anything on this guy. Nope. But I did a little doodling. And this guy got some teeth. And that was it. So I'm going to continue to color this. You'll see it in the final flip through. But I called it the dating game. Thanks for watching.